Hello everyone, welcome to Travel Gems. This is Julie. Thank you for stopping by to check out the channel. I'm going to do something different in this video. I'm going to set this car up right here to go on a trip to Maine. You want to join me? This is going to be fun. So normally I'm going to bring you over here to the van. This is what I normally do my trips in. And today I'm going to make a trip. I'm currently in Connecticut. I'm going to make a trip to Maine. Let me see if I can get this to work. How's that? I'm going to take a trip to Maine in this car, and I'm going to set up what I normally would use to travel in the camper. I'm going to set the car up the way I normally would set up my camper. I'm just going to take some of the things out of the van and put them in the car, and I'm going to show you here. Have a look. This is what the car looks like in normal mode, not in camping mode. This is what the car looks like. I don't know if I can get this in the camera, but it's usually just pretty straightforward. Front and back seat. It has back seat, and then back here you will see there's a little area to just stow things, but I'm going to put the seats down. I've made reflectix for all of the windows, well, for most of the windows, the back seat windows and the back hatchback window. And right now, I don't know if it's just because it's so cold. It's in the 40s, low 40s here in Connecticut, but I can't seem to open my hatchback. I've tried. I have two different sets of keys, and I just replaced both of the sets with batteries. The car will work. The car turns on, but when I press the button that says open the hatchback, it doesn't open. Can you hear the beep? But it doesn't open. So it's going to be a little difficult getting in and out of the back seat, but I'm going to make it work, and I'm excited about trying this. I'm going to get my jackery. I'm going to get my blankets and pillows. I have reflectix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything together, and then I'll come back and show you what the car looks like before I actually get in and take off. So I'm not going to have you watch me do that because it's going to take a while, and I'm going to get frustrated that the hatchback won't open. So I will turn the camera off for that, and then I'll come back when everything is all set up. I might even take the car for a spin. Maybe it's cold and the back won't work. Maybe if I heat the car up, it'll work. So for now, I'm going to put the camera away, work on setting the car up for camping mode, and then I'll come back. Good morning, everyone. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I did my first overnight car camping. This is what the inside of the vehicle looks like at 7 o'clock in the morning with all of my reflectix that I put up, which was free, by the way, because I took the reflectix from my old car and cut them to size for this car. And then I have some beautiful white tape that just enhances the beauty overall. And so this is what the car looks like when it's set up. And I did have a curtain going from the front driver's side to the front passenger side, just across left to right, but I took it down because I couldn't see the inside of the car. It was too dark in here. Here's the bed set up. So the back seat of the car is a 60-40, which means that you can put down the whole entire seat, or you can put down 40%, which is the smaller, which is this seat right here. It's a 40%, and the other seat that I have down right now is a 60%, so it's a little bit bigger and wider. But it's very simple setup here on the inside. Trying to just get this for you. I have my jackery and my carry-all bag, which I carry with me everywhere I go. I have my sleeping bag, my 2 pillows, and underneath the sleeping bag is an electric blanket, which I did not need to use last night. And then I turned the camera around. This is the Tinklatorium, which fits right behind the passenger seat here. And I have the toilet paper, bags to put everything in. And it's just nothing in this back seat. And so that was my first night. And it's snowing right now. It's April 12th, I think. And there's snow in the window. But that was my first night. Overall success. Heading into Maine, it's April 12th, 2025. Who would know that it's going to be May in 3 weeks? So this will give you an idea what the car looks like at night. Everything is, this is me in my sleeping bag. My jackery is running, but this is what it looks like with all the reflectix up. And that's my curtain. It's my curtain that I took out of the van, but it goes across from the driver's side to the passenger side, and you really can't see in here. It's all covered up. Works great. Well, this is the end of this trip. It's Sunday, April 13th, 2025, and I am heading back down to Massachusetts, Connecticut for a couple of days. I would say overall the car camping trip was successful. If I had to do anything differently, what would I do? I will say that car camping is more difficult than van camping in the sense that everything takes longer. You have to, for example, to get into the back seat and put up all the reflectix. I can't stand, like in my van I can stand. In the car you have to kind of scrunch down, and I keep hitting this clip that I wear in my hair. I keep hitting that on the headliner. So you have to move slower. You have to plan for more time for any activities. It's just, everything's just a little bit more cramped than it would be in the van. But I will say that it's also, I felt safer in my car because when I drove up to Maine, it was snowing when I got into this New Hampshire, and the van is only 2-wheel drive, so it would have been more difficult, maybe even impossible. I don't know that the van would have made it up to Maine in that weather. So this car is an all-wheel drive, so it was easier in that sense. I didn't bring a lot of belongings with me. I just was only going to be gone for 2 nights. I was taking a 2-night trip, Friday night and Saturday night, just to see how it was going to work out. So I didn't have my stove, I didn't have my refrigerator, I didn't have all of the comforts of van life, but I had a great time. I feel a sense of accomplishment. It was a challenge. I didn't know how it was going to work out. I had no problem sleeping in the back. I had plenty of room. This car is a hatchback, so I had plenty of room to stretch my legs. All of the reflectix fit pretty well. Nobody was able to see into the car. I was able to bring my toilet and use that, and there was no issues there. And I would say overall it was a pretty successful trip, and I'm feeling that I'm feeling a sense of accomplishment. I'm glad that I did it. I feel like I could get in my car and even drive greater distances. Like, I don't know, like if you watched any of the Lammy Van and Evangeline videos that we used to do with our other channel, we drove down to, was it Kentucky, to see Noah's Ark replica in Kentucky, and I would feel very comfortable making that trip in this car without any questions asked. So overall, I don't have any regrets. I think it was a successful trip. We had a good time meeting with family and friends, and I would do it again. And that's not to say that I don't like driving the van, because I do love taking the van on trips, but this was just something different, and it was fun, and I feel a sense of accomplishment. So what else weather-wise? So this is what the end of the trip looks like. We had snow coming up, rain going back. But that's April in Maine for you.